Let's see. Hello. All right, chat overlays up. I think the microphone's working. Let's see. All right, we're back with Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. Well, I guess I'm rushing in. We are going back with the shifter. And now that we're at level 5 with the first mythic ability, can really showcase, I think I can really actually showcase how effective the class is overall. Here it goes. Okay. With everything said and done, we finished the battle in Canabras, and now we move on to the next part of the campaign.
Make way. Warrior Queen coming through with a round for the heroes. Whoa, the heart is packed. And you considered nixing this little shindig, Beth?
I did consider it, and I am still considering it. It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Canabras. And we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate. And he deserves to be honored for saving the city and possibly all of Mendov.
One hell of a fight calls for one hell of a party.
According to the Watch reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Canabras. I get the feeling the fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are. What happened in the garrison, what you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene.
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today.
All right, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
It's simply unforgivable. While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomedae herself, and it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans, and I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, breathe on this for me. for good luck.
Drop it in there, yeah. You're not a messenger simply.
People who aren't divine messengers don't usually go around taking whole stories off of buildings and blowing packs of demons away. But if that's how you want to play it, then fine. I'm still keeping my stone, though.
Nevi! What are you on about now?
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomedae herself?
Well, a couple perhaps. Iomedae's blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't.
I feel a little chastened after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone, and also wish to ask our hero to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toast me out of this fine establishment?
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendev.
Do not know. The Queen has graced us with her presence.
As you can see, yes, I am here.
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arrange.
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored hero here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Canabris will enjoy themselves today. And my reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
We'll need time to rest.
Because grand new deeds lie ahead, yes?
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
Count, I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Dascari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Canabris' crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen, and of how these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack, and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night.
I value your dedication and your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent, Bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Keonin, and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now allow me to devote some time to the hero of the evening. I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate, but all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big, big plans for all of you, especially for you. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the hero of Canabris. Now, what are we drinking?
The fires of Canabris have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
All right.
Rise, warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Kenobris. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Gorfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the Fifth Crusade. And I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss. The hero of Kenobris, Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. Your leader from now unto victory or death. And now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed. There. The troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
There's no voice dialogue, so I'm just skipping. Okay, storyteller. Ask him to give him the buckle. This is a symbol. And then the inheritor. Alright. Show page. Get all that dialogue out the way. Damn. There was a lot of dialogue with the first page to the storyteller. Decided to join the crusade, and he says, hell no. See. Just go about looting the place. As I take the time to realize I did level up after all that. Olbrig. So, greetings, Atrocious. I'm glad you can make it today. Honestly, with the D&D campaign coming up, I didn't know if I'd be able to make it either. But glad I was able to find time. How are you? Well, while you take the time to answer that because of the delay, I'm going to start leveling up characters. Auto pathing, pre-made recommended build for Olbrig is nothing really special. Shifter's Fury. 6th level, Shifter gains the ability to make several ferocious attacks. The same natural weapons. Instead of attacking with all natural weapons, the Shifter can choose a single natural weapon and make a full attack with that natural weapon, gaining a second iterative attack at -5 as if it were a manufactured weapon. Also, all other natural attacks count as secondary attacks. And I benefit from shifter claws. Barely, still waiting on my paycheck, and my Bahals are killing me. My condolences. I'm guessing you ate something that just didn't agree with you. At least that's so. Like someone choosing to eat, like really liking spicy food and then winds up eating a bit too much. War priest. Mobility. Perception. And I guess knowledge world. Second move in magic. The Damon's on the recommended path, so holding him up is quick. I have Nenio on the recommended path as well this time around. Sila. She's on the recommended path because I'm not actually going to use her this run. What is it? I just don't know how to build Woljif in the alternate multi-class. So he's kind of stuck with that. Let's see. Stigmatized Witch. Most of the classes are actually using recommended builds, so I don't have to worry about screwing them up. Have it ready. Let me see. Improves redundant casting. Sure. And right now it's just a plain casting. Let's see. Fire.
I'll take the bait.
Overlord Time. Shifter's Fury. These. Shifter's Fury, Claw. I'm guessing in this regard, normally the tiger form has 2 claw attacks and a bite, but this will make it so that all the attacks were bites. Or I mean all were claws. Let me see. Okay, it is based on form. So now I can make it all bite attacks if I want it. Okay. I get the gist.
This way.
Start your side.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Gretland. Let's see. Psycho Hacker. Unknown. Don't you have any who resembles me? Alright, made my decision. Played by the Cyclops.
Forwards? No, backwards! Backwards!
Let's see. Say nothing. Wait, she didn't say anything? Nope, just laughs. Okay.
Trail me.
Chapter 10.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Nothing of. Nothing of. Alright. Let's see. Where's. Oh, yeah. Then Darren pretty much tells you that he's out of here. They don't belong here. See.
This way!
Let's see, then there's Drenog. Magic, Ogre Squirm. Then there's Wilser Garms. Show me what you have. Now we sell all this extra stuff we don't need to keep. Scythe is cool, but we don't use scythes. Flail, long spears. Don't really need the yeah, don't need the war axe. War axe spear. Don't use picks. Don't use warhammers. Still don't use flails. Or maces. Or short swords. Might keep the +1 OP. Or the kukri. Maybe the kukri. No. Yeah, keep. We'll hold on to this stuff just in case. Oh wait, no one's gonna use the Amulet of Agile Fist. Alright. With all that soul, what's worth keeping? Is there anything worth buying? Weapons. Anything. Anything at all. Alright. That's pretty much it. Oh, for weapons. Defensive weapons, flowing scales. Nothing really worth buying. Alright, sell and move on.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Alright, that's everything. Let's see, let's save. So I don't have to do all that tediousness again. And move on. Armor. Just more stuff. A whole lot more. Alright. Now, we move on. Bring it off. What do you want?
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them, and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation.
Check it. Okay, yeah. Alright, here we go.
A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Danik. One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomedae also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons! I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it!
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
Mad at the defenders, how I never imagined. Make me the commander of the new crusade.
Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme, and beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the Crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
Some questions about my mission to retake Dresden.
Of course, I shall answer.
How did the demons manage to conquer Dresden?
That's a good question. Its walls were built by dwarf craftsmen, and the power of the Sword of Valor protected the city. Alas, where raging hordes failed, a single lying tongue was all they needed to succeed. The demoness Minago convinced a young and ambitious crusader named Staunton Vane that the banner belonged on the battlefield. He went on a daring and unapproved raid, and the banner ended up in the enemy's hands. The city fell soon after. Ever since then, for 7 decades, it has served as a citadel for the forces of the Abyss.
Staunton Vane, I saw him at the Great Garrison. He defected to the demon side.
Oh, really? I wasn't informed of this. After Dresden fell because of Staunton, he was nearly sentenced to death. He deserved it. In wartime, men are hanged for far less. But you have no idea what a terrible sight it is. A raging crowd of crusaders baying for blood. Never have my fighters looked so much like the demons we are fighting. I commuted Staunton's sentence and stripped him of his rank. Not just for him, but for my army and my country. We are not Hell Knights. We do not maintain discipline with public executions.
I can't believe no one decided to punish him unofficially.
Not in my army. I know all too well that the armies of some kingdoms tolerate humiliation, beatings, and even murder. Their commanders imagine it brings their soldiers together and enforces discipline. Anyone who tries to introduce such rules in Mendev will face a tribunal, along with anyone who tries to shield them, even upper command.
What forces are at my disposal?
Everyone we saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like to be called. And finally, I have personally selected some recruits from Nerosian. They have little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to prove themselves. I've always thought that an army benefits from at least one such unit. These forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on Dresden. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake Dresden, recover the holy power of the Sword of Valor, and gain a foothold in the region, then new armies will join under your banner. The Fifth Crusade is only beginning. Many battles and victories lie ahead.
In decades, and no one has managed to retake the city. What do you think? Why do you think we're different?
We have a chance now that we haven't seen in decades. But it's more than that. You created this chance for us by foiling the demon's plans in Canabris. The army who attacked the city came straight from Dresden. Demon hordes from the Abyss are usually encamped there, but many of them perished on the streets of Canabris. We must attack swiftly, before they can restore their forces. When the city is free and the Sword of Valor appears before our soldiers, they won't be sending in any more reinforcements. Demons cannot teleport into an area protected by the banner of the goddess.
What about long-term goals? Do you know how to get rid of the Waldron forever?
Now you are talking like a real knight commander. However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demon's way. There are a few planar rifts leading to the Abyss across the territory we call the World Wound. The best specialists we could find have tried to close them on separate occasions, with no success, as you may have guessed. The World Wound is more than just a chain of portals to the Abyss. We do not understand its nature yet. The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis, and a rather well-grounded one, that we must begin at the source of the problem, the place where the World Wound was opened. The main rift lies through the city of Iz, and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands of Socorus. We have never managed to fight our way so far and gain a foothold to allow the mages to explore the origins of the World Wound. So, the next step, after you succeed in Dresden, is an offensive push deeper into the World Wound, with the aim of reaching Threshold. The very threshold of the Abyss.
Right. No more questions.
Wonderful.
And then after saying that, I immediately have more questions. Did you know that the souls of angels from heaven are confined in the Wardstone?
I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual Celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Canobris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomede easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works. In any case, I am glad you did not allow the demons to commit sacrilege and gain control over the wardstone in Canobris. We might have lost one of the wardstones, but the chain is still standing.
You should know I received an unusual gift in the caves beneath Canabras. In a vision, I saw the death of an angel called Lariel. Somehow he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven.
Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared shortly before the world wound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. Even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on this special mission. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again?
Show the covenant of the inheritor. Do you remember this?
I thought this relic was destroyed many years ago. How strange it is to see it whole again. At one time, it gave me hope. I am pleased that this object will serve the Crusade once more.
I had a vision of Iomade giving her covenant to you.
I was young, and did not fully understand the magnitude of the duty that had been entrusted to me. Iomade gave me hope and strength to see me through the trials ahead, and in so doing, she won my everlasting loyalty.
Do you still remember the oath you swore in battle?
Always. No matter how arduous, no matter how dark the skies, no matter how much blood flows from my wounds, I shall stand with you. We shall fight for our loved ones and our friends, for the right to live and die free. We shall do everything we possibly can, and after that, we shall begin to do the impossible. And if the hour should come when our arms can no longer raise our swords, our bodies will become a shield to cover those who still have strength to fight. I, Galfrey, Queen of Mendev, swear this to you. This is my vow.
You withstood a blow from Aurelian Vorlesh in that battle.
I would proudly declare that to be true, and say that even Aurelian Vorlesh could not kill me on her first attempt. But to do so would be boasting. I was protected by my goddess. However, I was glad to see that, no matter how great the betrayer of humanity's power, it is nothing as compared to Iomede's might.
Hand over the covenant of the inheritor. Please take this gift. The covenant of the inheritor should belong to you.
Let the Covenant's restoration into my hands be a good omen for this war. I thank you. I shall ask the priests to offer prayers for you, that Iomade may send you strength and fortitude in the coming battles.
And what are you going to do?
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
Thank you for your reply.
Of course.
The test is clear.
Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to. It should be rather enjoyable. Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
It's a great idea.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the Commander may remove you from your post. But I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
Then let's get going. May Iyomade help us.
With that all done, let's see. Hey, you've seen the charismatic ninjas, I'd say. Alright.
Forwards! No, backwards! Backwards!
Let's go to the NPCs that actually, to the party members that have quests, which would be Socio. Who else?
Trail me.
Alright, the Order Hawkblade. Oh, Lucas. So you want to play like Homeland's followers? Yes, of course. Alright. What? Send you here. Heaven's Edge. What are you doing? Let's see. Then there's a whole bunch of questioning. Find help. So that's Heaven's Edge again. That's it. More. So what I'm dealing with. Alright, that's it. Have to go.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder? This way.
Albrecht. Oh, right. Alright, so you're the war chief now. You're going to lead us to free Sarkoris from the respect. Albrecht nods his head with respect. felt it the moment I saw you, this one is special. But that you'd go and get yourself a whole army in no time, that I did not expect. Well, how does your newfound power feel? Has it gone to your head yet? It's neat that his theme music, he has theme music that plays whenever you talk to him. Okay. Healing. I feel proud. Finally, some much deserved recognition. Your head is in the wrong place, War Chief. He chuckles into his beard. You think being in charge is a reward? Then you have it the wrong way around. Your queen rewarded you with constant pains in your buttocks, head, and all sorts of other places. Here's my advice to you. If you don't want to get yourself and your whole army killed, think less about how great you are and more about how the people under your command are faring. Well, I didn't come here just to butt my guns. Since I'm going to war and you're in charge, I better do this the right way. Ulbrich lowers his head and says solemnly, "My blade and my life are yours, War Chief. I mean, it's not like I need a blade. My talons and beak will do the trick. But saying it like that is the dumb thing. My talons and beak are yours, just doesn't have the same ring to it. Well, there's something else. I can already see things are bad, but the tales of all of Sarkoris burning down and its people dying out? I'm sorry, but I don't believe those. It can't be true. We're not the kind of folks to be snuffed out just like that. I have kin in a village not far from here. Currentman. There. Let's go there and talk to them. Have them fill us in. They're smart folks. Perhaps they'll help us in battle too. Together we'll clean up Sarkoris before you can say Orontier, foul creatures. Ulbrich bumps his fist into his palm with a chuckle of bravado. Alright, I'll go prepare for the road ahead. Take care, War Chief. Alright. Ulbrich takes a drink from the flask he is holding. Don't know what this is, a dream, a phase illusion, or I've popped up into another world. But you people sure know how to brew good beer. What do you think of your new powers? I don't like them. Can't deny that they're useful, but this is the way of things I'm accustomed to. Every power must have a name. The powers that druids and shifters have are fair. Gods and spirits grant them to us, and only for good reason. First you have to earn your power, prove you're worthy of it, show you're grateful for it. Then you can start using it. But this, who gave it to us? For what purpose? What do we have to give in return? It's one mystery after another. I'll up and tell you what I think. This power feels like a lot like ensorcelling. In other lands, people could get sent to threshold for toying with powers like these. For everyone's safety. Alright. Let's go.
No secrets can escape my prying gaze. Wherever my legs carry me.
Neat. Right, Ninio has an experiment she wants to run here, right? Yeah, involving was it? It's involving powers. Right. Open mouth. Ah. Alright. Let's see. Gets on my nerves. I can play hard enough too. Yeah, I definitely must test that someday, but not today. Experiment of a different kind. Check the earring. Here. Alright. Hold on a moment. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do what was this? Next. Right here. Now let's assess your mental state. Imagine a hypothetical situation. You are a tree. Two squirrels have found their way into your hollow and are now copulating there. What do you do? Stick my branch into the hollow and drag them both out by the neck. An unconscious act of evil. The two lesser creatures were deprived of a chance to procreate. What if they were the last representatives of their species? On to the next question. Another hypothetical situation. You are a tomato. You have just been picked from the vegetable patch and put into a crate. You know that today the cook will use half of the tomatoes from your crate to make soup. What do you do? See, there's nothing I can do. I'm a tomato, remember? An unconscious act of withdrawal, inability or unwillingness to see something bigger behind something small. Alright, I understand. Your aggression toward living creatures and your desire to get rid of them by any means indicate your predisposition to the philosophy of the undead. On that note, I deem this experiment complete. Thank you for your participation. Minia looks at you pensively and then gestures at you with a wide sweep of her arm. And yet you remain a puzzle to me. I love puzzles. One of these days I will solve you completely unless I forget. Alright. Bless me. What would be...
No, backwards! Backwards!
What's the best path to go for?
Hello. So, what do you reckon about everything that's come crashing down on us? All the responsibility, command, this new power?
This is what I was born for.
I envy your confidence. In a good way. It's great to believe that everything is going the way it should. I'm still frightened by what happened in the Grey Garrison. Were we really chosen? By Iomade herself? You know, back when I was a snot-nosed kid who just started down the path to becoming a paladin, I imagined once or twice that I was going to do something heroic. The lights would shine down on me, the trumpets would sing, I'd hear the voice of the goddess, or at least her herald, you know? I'd be informed that I had been chosen for a great cause. But that's the point where my imagination always failed me. Somehow, it really happened. Without all the trumpets or the herald or even anyone explaining what I had to do. Though it's clear as day, my place is here, in this demon-ridden wound. Quite a lovely war going on, in fact. Endless, I hear. I'm gonna need some time to wrap my head around this. Spare me an hour and I'll crawl into some dark corner and whine about my hard lot. What can I tell you? I cry easily.
Thank you for speaking. Next time. Oop. I screwed up. Shouldn't have had that highlighted. Let's see. We'll talk to... Actually, who else is there to talk to?
Trail me.
Oh yeah, Darren. Love to visit Heaven's Edge. Let's see. 2. Alright, deal. So how you like your new role as advisor? See, did you also receive a fraction of that unusual power? Yep. Alright.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Here.
Hello again. I'm very pleased to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. It's a pity I wasn't there at the Grey Garrison to witness your feats of strength with my own eyes. The flash, however, could be seen miles and miles away. Some people were frightened of it, thinking that the demons had blown up the remains of the keep. I, for one, knew immediately that it was a good sign. The light above the city showed us that there was still hope.
Who are you, and how could you possibly be of use to my army?
My name is Sozio Vanek. I am a cleric of Shaylin, the Eternal Rose and the Goddess of Beauty. Yes, I know that many people would consider me useless in a war. This is not a usual war, though. Just consider our enemy. The Abyss and his demons are the very embodiment of everything evil and ugly in the world. Perhaps a disciple of kindness and beauty might come in handy. I have no doubt that we will win this war, Commander. We just have to. It is our destiny. My role is to help you, and all those standing by your side in this struggle, to survive and flourish. Everyone deserves the chance to find peace and happiness in the world that they are defending so selflessly.
What are you painting?
My brothers and sisters in faith. They sent me for help, and then they saved my life, Commander. If the Prioress hadn't ordered me to escape the city and seek help, I would have died right along with them. Instead, I met Queen Galfrey on my way to Nerosian, and hurriedly returned to Canabris, only to find my friends dead on the steps of our desecrated temple.
I want to draw them the way they live on in my memory. Wise, beautiful, and loyal to their goddess and their city to the very end.
I hope you'll last longer than your brethren when the real battle begins.
Do not speak ill of them like that. They did everything they could. It's not their fault that the odds were so stacked against them. Now it's my duty to make sure my friends and tutors did not die in vain. I will honor their sacrifice by making this world a bit more beautiful and kind.
Men and artists in the army.
Perhaps I am a true artist, or simply an amateur who defaces canvases in my spare time. My goddess is a patron of art, so painting is part of my prayer, and I put all my heart into my pieces. But I am a cleric above all else, so I must also tend to others. I went to war because here's where I'm most needed. Sure, I could be painting idyllic landscapes and offering empty prayers to my goddess, but that won't stop people from dying. My goddess has no tolerance for false piety.
Want to discuss something with me, right?
Yes, I have a personal request. Before we undertake our journey and leave Canabris behind, I would like to visit Martyr Zacharias' cemetery for a funeral. It's not far from here, and it's important. I would like to pay my respects to my friends from the Temple of Shaylin who died defending the city. Also, if it's not too much trouble, I would like you to come with me to honor their memory. Their friends and family will be at the funeral, and perhaps the commander's personal presence will bring them comfort. I know that you are burdened by many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time. But if you could, I would be sincerely grateful.
Okay. It's nice meeting you. Now I have to go.
You must be rather busy indeed. Leading a crusade all by yourself is no joke. I still believe that you are up to the task. This war has been raging for 100 years, but you've given us a chance at victory.
Talk about it. We're good. Alright.
This way.
Is there anywhere else I would need to go? Field medic. Yeah. And now we wait for the game to load. Foreign. Showing new rank. Sorry. Every hunter, I would say. Have to go. Oh, wait. Wait. I'm supposed to talk to the other two in there. Okay. Rathamus. Show me what you're selling. Just to get rid of all this extra crap I looted around the camp. Croissant. Nope. Ah, here it is. Scriber scrolls kit. Six. Combat ring. +5 to perception and trickery. You know what? That's probably better to have. Let's grab that instead. Salamander. Gives a bunch of fire spells. That can wait till later. This is fine. Anything else? Cape of Pest Control. And that's where the limit is. Can't afford that. Cape would be nice. Sort by naturally so high. Exhaustion. Light crossbow of Oracle's Misery. What's Daywin currently using? He's using Finian. So let's quickly. Alright, that's enough. See, Protector helps for Camellia. She doesn't have that right. Wait, she does? No, she already has one. Yeah, we don't need to buy it twice. Alright, yeah, we're done. Alright, from newest to oldest. First things first, copy that recipe. I'll put on the cloak. Control. We'll give Ninio the headband. Let's see. Camellia can use this. Not so much for the perception, but the trickery will be useful. Let's see, anyone else? Not anything else, rather. Accessories. Naturally, I'll take the belt. Plus natural armor. Oh, what is this? Swarmbane clasp? What is this? An ancient fossilized insect lies trapped within this ornate amber clasp, impaled by the long golden pin that fastens the wearer's cloak. The wearer's weapons, unarmed attacks, and natural attacks deal full damage to swarms, regardless of the swarm's immunity to weapon damage, if any, although damage reduction applies as normal. If the wearer is damaged by a swarm, they automatically succeed on their saving throw against the swarm's distraction ability. Wow. That's really impressive. Okay, so actually we don't give them any of that. What else do I equip in this party? Embers, I'm not really using her here. Oh yeah. Use window. Save. And there we have it. Okay. And so we wait for the game to load. There we go. Alright.
I spy? What do I spy?
Oh yeah, the propaganda pamphlet. Powers. Alright. I'll just rethinking powers. Let's see. Suggestions. Any idea? Think about it. Rethinking actions. So I just finished looting. Surprised this wasn't looted. Oh, it's a root agent. Alright. No.
Wherever my legs carry me.
More. Anything about Penny and Dismar? Speaking of, start dialogue. Nope, nothing new. go for the rapier. And then go to you. Equip the Oracle Bow. Alright. I think that's everything. No. We go talk to Nora, Denduar. Alright. Nora. Wound. Wait, what? About yourself. Galfrey. Deities. Let's see. Dangerous. It's like, don't know. And then we go through all the. She tells us about all the Crusades. All right. And with that, we're off to go deal with a lot of the companion quests.
Backwards. Backwards!
Alright. Should be easy enough to pull off.
Trail me.
Let's see. We have a companion quest with Olbrig, Sela, and Sosa. Yeah. Okay. Alright, easy enough. But where's the spot that he just missed that Olbrig finished telling me about? Chilly Creek, Nameless Ruins. Oh, it's near Heaven's Edge. Okay. So that ain't gonna be for a while. Then there's the funeral. Yes. They're dead. What's the big deal? Celestial is still absorbed in its grief to hear you, but the crowd responds with a disappointed grumble. Run.
To the glory of the Oles clan!
Eh. No. They're just random zombies.
You!
Alright. Let's see. It's like some people on the phone right there. Well, I do have... Hold on. Alright. I'm gonna switch up games. Just to play a bit of something else for a bit. For now, the usual sign off. Thank you all for joining me on this run of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. And I hope to see you all